here's something else you can do that you probably dreamt of: inviting NBA players to come hang out at your place. I called Kevin Durant and Blake Griffin to join me to practice my fast break defense and play some around the world.
The more the merrier. Invite up to 5 teammates to try out some new ways to play and practice some approaches to your next My Career Games or Concha Del Mar contest. Then, when you're confident, go out and get some wins together.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic. And before we get going, let's hear from David.
Kevin, thanks. Ben Simmons' shooting has all...
Good idea. Thank you, D.A. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And right now for the 76ers, they know who they are. They know where they want to be. They just have to maintain this level of play and maybe even take it up a notch.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers. And Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Embiid, and it's Shepherd in at the 4-man position. A couple of great big men in the middle tonight, Greg. Center matchups are far from traditional these days, but this should be fun to watch.
Especially, Kevin, once you get into the small ball lineups. I mean, we've seen guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5.
Inside, Embiid goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And Young kicks to Collins. Dishes it to Capella. It's sent back down by Simmons. Now here's Milton. Defended by Young. Milton the pass to Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Simmons really comfortable in tight, and he's so skilled, he makes it look easy scoring inside.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Just 4 to shoot. From about 19 feet. And he hits the jump shot.
And this is why Hunter's been so efficient. He takes good shots and makes them consistent.
Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Up top, Embiid. Capella covering. Pulls up. A shot by Milton, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Collins finds Young. Driving in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And some crafty inside play from Young. Finding a way around the defense to get his shot. It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Off on the layup. Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
And it's Capella missing. The 76ers are gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now the pass to Shepherd. Simmons on the wing. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Here's Hunter. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Then for the Hawks, Washington comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Atlanta with the ball. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hunter. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Orlando. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Simmons. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. Then for the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. And it's Reddish in for Hunter. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 1. Back to Cousins. Shoots over Washington. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Young taking his time here. Hawks passing it around. Here's Washington. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
Pass to Harris. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Pass to Curry. Lock at 6. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Passes it to Reddish. Here's Huerter. Shoots the 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Down low. Off with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that.
And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
And he makes the first.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That one falls.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Here's Gallinari, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Harris.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First one falls for him. Gallinari hits them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
The pass to Harris. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Herter. Over Harris. Nails the baby hook. Gallinari's got 6.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Curry with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. Embiid's shot is good. The Hawks lead by 3. And he drives in, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Triano, guarded by Harris, can't connect from short range. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. The shot's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Five to shoot. Young passes to Hunter. No good with the triple. Curry fires from way outside. It's all tied in Philadelphia. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And staying hungry, Joel Embiid continuing to improve every season.
Coming into this year, I just want to, take advantage of.
Well, he's already made huge strides in his conditioning, and it shows.
Not satisfied yet to win that MVP trophy, but he is more than capable.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And that one, good.
That's just good heads-up basketball from Embiid, making the pass to the open man.
So valuable on the defensive side of the ball. Simmons goes beyond personal, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending, and he's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Hunter, the pass to Young. They get a hand on it. Over Simmons. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 7.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Shepard. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
On defense, Philadelphia to the paint. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Collins. Simmons against Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Kicks to Hunter. Clock at 4. And there's the pass to Capella. Over Milton. And it's Capella missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Embiid, the pass to Thibault. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Embiid fades away and sinks the tough shot. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Simmons against Young. Here's Embiid. Good work defensively by Capella. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Pass to Hunter. Back to Young. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Young with the steal. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Collins. Hawks passing it around. 6 to shoot. No good. Shot missing. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Now here's Milton. He's guarded by Collins. Simmons left side. Pass to Shepard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Reddish in for Trae Young. Hawks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Washington kicks to Reddish. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Herter. Triano. And no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. To the middle. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
You know, Simmons is a platinum level passer. He has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
Passes it to Herter. Here's Washington. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing record-setting scoring. But, Clark, some think the officiating has shifted too far in the offense's favor. What do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand that sentiment, Kevin. It has created a circumstance where the offense does have the upper hand. That's always been the case, but it's tilted more so that way. But I think it's good for the game. Basketball is a contact game, but it's not a wrestling match. So I don't have a problem with the way the game is officiated as it is right now.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Harris.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
At the elbow, it's Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
You know, Ben Simmons, so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Reddish's shot is good.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Philadelphia has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Philadelphia calls time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
1:25 left to play in the first half. Now here's Curry. Harris outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his third assist on the night.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Washington, and the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins not one to be challenged there. Tenacious denial.
Curry's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Triano, guarded by Harris. Triano, not enough on that one as it misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gallinari. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Consistent at looking to score. Gallinari knows how to put pressure on defenders and earn that call.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And the first one at the line is good. Gallinari hits them both. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Harris against Capella. And here is Harris. Curry outside. And that shot was up in time.
The physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a game it's been for Tobias Harris. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. They've got Simmons. He's out there with Shake Milton. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Young up top, guarded by Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
But you'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too. Extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Taking it up strong against size, he does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Collins dishes to Young. Back to Collins. Over Milton. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Hunter, the pass to Young. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Hawks passing it around. Bogdanovich finds Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Now Simmons. He's got 9. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Shepherd. They get it back. Embiid got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Trae Young.
Collins has got his first bucket of the night.
Man, that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
Simmons against Capella. A nice shot by Simmons. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Embiid kicks to Milton. And the pass to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid, and that one is good. Embiid's got 10 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to Young. Over Simmons. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Feeds to Embiid. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Here's Hunter. The layup off target. The 76ers leading by 12. He lobs it up.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Radish, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
Here's Huerter, guarded by Simmons. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 12 points on that basket from Huerter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's Harris. Unable to get that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Here's Cousins. Basket counts.
And, you know, DeMarcus Cousins is used to playing through contact. I mean, he's excellent at overwhelming the defense with his strength. You know, maybe not the destructive force he was before the ACL tear, but Cousins still has the size, skill, and understanding of the game to be a contributor.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And some career-low numbers last season. Where does Cousins go from here?
Well, Greg, I think the biggest thing with him is health, and health affects conditioning, and those two things, two sides of the same coin. And then I think he has to embrace a willingness to accept a support role at this stage in his career.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Cousins, the pass to Milton. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding the scoring rhythm.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
That's good from Simmons. 1:09 left in the third. Simmons against Young. Here's Gallinari. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Simmons passes to Harris. And that one drops for him. Harris has got 15 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Huerter. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Cousins. Good, nice job down low. He has 6.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
Young against Simmons. Young with the ball. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Over Harris. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And yes, sometimes Young can't be stopped. This is the kind of player he can be.
And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Washington in at the 5. The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. To the paint. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Collins against Harris. Outside, Simmons. And it's good. 2 points. Bibles got his first basket of the night.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Young against Simmons. Here's Hunter. In the corner. Herter with it. 6 on the shot clock. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 9 assists now tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Rejected by Harris. And they'll keep possession. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Collins. Harris outside. Here's Milton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And you watch Harris, he's been playing with a high level of confidence.
Well, Greg, he puts the work in during the offseason. It's obvious. That's why his game looks like it comes easier to him now, because he's refined it through his work in the offseason. And in a lot of ways, he's bearing the fruit of that labor, and it's fun to see.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. The Hawks trail by 14. Young outside, kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Collins has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Young outside. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Collins against Simmons. Passes it to Shepard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And there's the feed to Simmons. And the layup falls. Simmons got 11 points here in just the second half.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
Young against Embiid. A floater. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Young.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. The pass to Shepard for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Young against Simmons. Young inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Hunter, no one around him. Backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Simmons looking around. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Embiid against Capella. Pass to Shepard. Just 5 to shoot.
And defensively, Collins has the strength, mobility, and work ethic to be an impact performer.
Simmons against Young. Over Simmons. That one a little long. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Up top, Capella. Young from outside. He doesn't hit that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Led by as many as 14 points. The pass to Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. And he ends up making the second, and that will push the lead to double digits. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Off the left rim and out. Simmons against Young. Simmons passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game
for Ben Simmons.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
Nice look from Gallinari there. The Italian showing some unselfishness and hitting his teammate in rhythm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry kicks to Tavares. Pass to Harris. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
What a nice job getting up to deny that shot. Washington showing you terrific anticipation on that rejection.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.